Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about markets. Welcome back, guys. Happy Wednesday. Another week, another day where 0 days rather without shenanigans in crypto. It seems we'll talk about it on today's show, right? Is this retracement something to be concerned about? Is it just more range? Yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll talk about it. But I'm Snorlax. You also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Max and, of course, Big Country Tucker. We're gonna be cooking you guys up some great alpha, a delicious meal on today's show. But before we can talk about, I mean, where markets are going from here, obviously, but of course, the shenanigans that occurred this morning, gonna need you guys to hit the like button for us. Let's run it up. Soybeans have been in an uptrend recently, but the like button has not. So why is it in portrait mode?
I think it is in portrait mode, Max.
What does that mean?
What?
Yeah, I don't not sure.
Maybe the mobile version.
It says landscape and portrait. It's like I didn't set it up, but let me go to YouTube and see what it looks like on my computer. So I guess it's streaming in two different modes. Let me see what it looks like on my end. Oh, so there's two streams going on right now for BB. If you just looked up Because Bitcoin on YouTube, there's two. There's a mobile version and there's a computer version. We could probably turn them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe for clipping and stuff for Z, that'd be easier. But yeah, there's a second. I can post the link in the chat for you. This is the link. I think that should take you to the normal one. Anyways,
let's talk about this morning's scam, right? I mean, at one point, ETH was up, I think, 4 to 5% on this daily candle. Bitcoin was probably green about 1 to 2%. Some altcoins had these very strong pumps, one of which we'll definitely talk about on Crime of the Day later. Seen a few of you mention it in the comments already, but yeah, it seems like we have retraced the pump that we had into New York Open in the overnight session. Obviously, the question that we are going to be asking ourselves on this show is this just kind of a resumption of the downtrend? Is this just a scam? Right? Because right now, I would say we're still kind of holding above where the market impulsed right after hearing from or about the government reopening, which I do think is probably a pretty important contextual pivot, given that has been, I think, viewed as a bullish catalyst for a few weeks now. So the fact that we got it means that you should be seeing price react in a bullish manner to confirm that belief. But yeah, I mean, those are really my thoughts, guys. We had a scam this morning. I'm gonna look through the charts to see what kind of crime I can find, but it was a very promising morning. I'm sure we'll probably waffle between red and green throughout the day on something like ETH. But what do you guys make of the move that we saw this morning? And obviously, where do you think we go from here?
Man. Well, I mean, I think we probably get a little bounce from here. Like, let me go back to Bitcoin real quick. So this has kind of been my level down in this little range, this diagonal. Once we got back below here, I was looking to short 104. It seems last night they pushed it all the way to 105. But once we were somewhere in this candle, it was pretty clear, like this right in here, this wick right here. It was pretty clear, and this was like right at the New York Open, that they were going to dump it, and they have. I think we're probably going to get a decent bounce from these lows. I know this is like a lot of people's invalidation is right here, so I do think we're going to get probably a decent little bounce, maybe even back up to like 103 something. But I mean, generally speaking, this is a pretty this is a pretty stark downtrend, in my opinion, which usually ends like this before some kind of recovery. So, you know, like if I just flip this chart, you know, let's just get rid of this. You know, it's like this would have been the long, right? Like this would have been the perfect long. And to me, it looks like it wants like here, at least, you know, like somewhere in there. I have some levels at like 96. Obviously, there's like 98. There's a bunch of moving averages and whatnot. But if I'm solely going off of market structure, you know, that's if I was looking to be long, this would be the long for me. You know, like this would be the long, basically. So in reality, that's what it would be. So yeah, I mean, I think we probably have a little bit lower to go. I think we probably have a little bit, and this is kind of the same diagonal for ETH. Like until you flip this, until you flip like the bottom of this range, which has been resistance for a while, which I'm pretty sure is like, yeah, like once you flip this value area low, like 38, 3,900, then you're back in a big way. But until then, like you're just still in a downtrend, you know? So I'm going to treat it like that. So like you'd expect this if you're going to continue that, basically. I know it's probably not what people want to hear, but it's,
why is the YouTube in like mobile format?
I don't know.
So there's like a StreamYard update where you can now stream in like portrait and landscape or whatever. But we have the normal one too. Like if you go to Because Bitcoin, you can see there's like 2 links now. The one is like portrait. Why am I jumping on camera? Hang on. One is in portrait. One is in landscape. So you just have to click on the right one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off right now. I can see who's watching it on. Yeah, here, let me. I mean, I posted the right link. Like, if you want to, I'll pin it so you guys can see it. All right, I will. Oh, wait, that logged me out. Crap. It's so annoying. I hate when it just like logs me out for no reason. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back. All right, I will pin it so you guys can get the right link. All right, I'll pin it. That is weird. It's doing both though. I think YouTube's just trying to lean into. I think they're just trying to lean into
the mobile,
like competing with streaming a bit, like actual streaming platforms. All right, pin message. I've pinned the message for you guys. If you want to watch it on the normal mode, click that link. But we will turn that off for future streams. I think it was just like an automatic update that rolled out. We're not like trying something new. So
I thought we were trying something new. I had no idea.
No, I don't think we're trying anything new.
Okay.
I don't.
So here's something. I saw something last night. I don't know exactly how they calculate this, but and I was kind of shocked by the number, but some on-chain, like Glassnode guys said that 5 million Bitcoin were bought above here. Basically, there's 5 million Bitcoin that are underwater, which is obviously like 25% of the supply is underwater. And first of all, I'm like, that seems high, right? Like that's pretty insane. 25% of the supply above 100K. Like, but if that is true, that just feels pretty bearish to me, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it was kind of, I think it was tweeted out as like a bullish thing where, like usually at bottoms or at reset periods, like that level of coins underwater. Like that's the only time it hits that extreme, basically. And I'm like, that just doesn't seem bullish. Like, because when I look at a chart like this, and I'm like, oh, look at all the supply above. Like, that's usually when you like, get smacked, like that's just sellers waiting to happen type of thing. So what do you guys think?
Is 5 million Bitcoin enough to retire?
Clearly
Not if it's underwater, Tommy.
That's a lot of Bitcoin, though, Tucker.
I know. There's no way. There's no way that 25% of the supply was bought above 103K. Like when the chart looks like, wait, this is Steve. When the chart is like this, right? Like there's no way 25% was bought above here, unless it was all by boomers. But I mean, then that just tells me it's distribution, if anything.
That's a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Unless you can outpace it by that much more, right? I mean, that would probably be the bullish argument that boomers are accumulating at a rapid rate up here. But I tend to agree, Tucker. I think that people have consistently underestimated. I'm going to have to say it. The ancient whales selling their Bitcoin that bought them at basically zero cost basis. I think the amount of supply that was applicable to, most people had no idea, right? Pretty clearly that we had so much Bitcoin that kind of like I said, that kind of fell under that umbrella. But yeah, I mean, I think that with that said, obviously there has been quite a lot of selling pressure. So if you can get a spot bid here and start flipping levels, then you can turn this into a constructive bit of price action. But right now, I really don't see much. It's ironic that $5 billion of spot Bitcoin has been bought above that level, because there really hasn't been any participation from spot bidders over the last like 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I generally agree with like how Tucker's viewing things right now. My lines are a little different than his, but they paint the same picture, where if Bitcoin reclaims 107, 108, then we're so back in a big way. Until then, this looks like we're floating below like a multi-month range low. I don't know how else to phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean we have to puke and we have the largest bear market of all time, and it doesn't mean that ancient whales are going to sell all their Bitcoin and it's over and there's, a mega quake and, we're all going to die. It just means like this is an uninspiring setup here. Like, where's your invalidation? 72K if you're longing here? Like, where do you put your invalidation? Like, look at the weekly chart. Where's your support below you? Like, I don't know. It's just,
yeah. I mean, it's literally.
I'm not like selling my crypto. Like I'm invested in this asset class. I'm just like looking at this chart going, look at that like predatory deviation that we had at the all-time high. Like every momentum oscillator is fried right now. If you look at the, Bitcoin SPX pair, Bitcoin NASDAQ pair, Bitcoin gold pair, they all look like they're in a downtrend, right? I am so happy. I would be so happy to see this thing turn around here and just like rip above 110, and we have so much fun. But until that happens, it's just like we need to wait and see what happens, and resolve this. There is resolving that must occur, in my opinion. I'm looking at the structure, and it's vulnerable, right? It's very vulnerable, and I think furthermore, this is a big week, because if you were to zoom in a little bit and you look at the, and you look at the weekly structure here,
Dude, this
Oh,
is concerning as well. I mean, it's not the same, but
it's close.
it's similar. Yeah, it's similar.
Can you zoom in just a little bit on the current structure? Keep it on the weekly and just zoom in.
Yeah.
Like, draw a horizontal line from the December high. The first,
wick
yeah,
or the-
right there, right there, right there.
Let me get
Pin that. Okay. It's incredibly simple to me. You get back above that black line, we are going to be back in a big way. If we are below that black line, I don't like it. I don't know what else to say.
Mhm.
So it's just really simple for me. And like, I think a lot of people feel pressure to be like, bottom's in, calling bottom, you know? I'm just like, that's great. You don't know it's going to hold here. Like, it could. I hope it does. But I'm like, wouldn't you rather wait? Like, I don't want to be the guy buying in the deviation. Like, I'm not good enough to buy in the deviation. I recognize that. Like, I'm not the deviation creator. Okay. I will be the expansion enjoyer if it becomes a deviation. But like within the PO3 inside all of us, I'm not the deviation guy.
He's the
I'm
expansion guy.
I'm the expansion guy. Okay. I wait for the deviation to do the hard work and then I ride the expansion. I just, are either of you deviation guys?
I just
Tommy.
Sure. I need the context to favor it, right? I mean, I feel like there's been I really don't like trading off the sentiment or counter signaling others. I think it's kind of indicative that you don't really have a lot of self belief in your own thesis. But I've seen it over the last 2 or 3 weeks, especially just like so much dunking on bears. And it's like, if you're not bullish here, you're an idiot. But it's at the same time, it's like, look at the way the market has traded since early October. It has been in a structural downtrend. This is not something that's just completely conceived out of nowhere. The market has consistently put in lower lows and lower highs now for almost 4 to 5 weeks. Typically, downside periods in crypto last about 6 to 8. So we are getting closer to that inflection point. But it's just weird to see people dunking on like every pump within a downtrend. When it's been pretty clear to me that sellers have been pretty firmly in control. That could change, obviously. I mean, crypto has a tendency to erase downtrends very, very quickly, but we have not gotten a market structure break. We're still waiting on a market structure break. So if you ask me, do I want to play a deviation below 6 to 8 month range lows, and with pretty much every treasury company now currently underwater, that is not a context that I really want to be fishing for a deviation play, personally.
Mm-hmm. We've been bearish since Tommy got the chain.
I mean, that's not technically true. Because I got it in like April, I think.
Oh, okay.
So we did get to enjoy the big ETH pump over the summer. What if they give up and sell? Well,
it would be more the ETH treasury companies than it would the Bitcoin. I think. I don't really think the Bitcoin treasury companies are gonna sell. Maybe they are, but I think it'd be more so the ETH ones.
I've been using Pomp's treasury company break even as kind of like a contextual level. It's 101 to 102K, so we're basically sitting right at it.
What day did Pomp launch his Bitcoin thing?
What day?
What day was it?
June 22nd or June 23rd.
That's
to me, that's just kind of indicative of like the line in the sand of where really dumb money came into the treasury trade. I mean, how would you refer to it, man? He was selling mattresses.
No, I'm not saying you're lying. It was just hilarious. Like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at like how real the comment was. Because I mean, if you were around last cycle, like,
oh yeah,
BlockFi, rocket ship, that thing. You know the
Yeah.
clip I'm talking about.
BlockFi almost took me out, bro. BlockFi. I had some funds in BlockFi and it was not good, but we survived.
FTX almost got a really close friend of mine who you guys know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I told you guys that story. It was
Oh yeah,
a matter of hours.
yeah.
Dude had like 3 or 4 million or something like that. I mean, it was a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Got him out just in time. He said, "This is not a fire drill. There's a real fire. Run.
Yeah,
There's a bubble."
there's a bubble. Oh man. Also, the 3-day closes we got on Bitcoin and ETH yesterday and the day before were absolutely disgusting. Look at this. Bitcoin's, I think, what is that? That is gross.
That's a backfill of a breakdown candle. I don't know what to
I know.
like.
I knew they were going to put a tail on this one and then just nuke it. And that's exactly
Yeah.
what they're doing, so.
Man.
What are these like double and FVG things called? You know what I'm saying?
Inverted FVGs.
Is that what that is?
Well, I don't know a term for double, like when they kind of overlap, but like, yeah, the one on the left from that breakdown would be like an IFVG or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think there's a term for like when they converge,
it's a super IFVG,
super mega ultra IFVG.
clearly.
Fifth wave FVG.
What are
That's
we
a good time for the crime of the day.
already?
Da-da-da-da.
It is kind of early, but I feel like this one is especially hilarious.
Okay.
All right, guys, it's time for the crime of the day, the segment which has a different theme song seemingly every day. Tucker has has the right idea. We're looking at the PopCat chart.
Oh my goodness.
If you long the top of PopCat, I'm sorry. You shorted the top of PopCat. I guess
Dude,
I would
what
just
is that?
lie.
Like what even caused that?
CZ. I mean, I'm almost certain that it's CZ, given that he low key cornered the PopCat supply back in the day.
Did he?
That's
Yes.
horrible, bro. Like imagine somebody woke up, they're like, "Yes, my PopCat's finally pumping," and then just like, boom. I'm gonna make it. Boom.
That is a fun fact about PopCat, though. If you weren't aware, CZ had a really large stake in PopCat, and I think it looks like it was an attack on Hyperliquid. Actually, someone went long on 19 different wallets and then offloaded their losing positions to the HLP. So it was basically CZ trying to do a jelly again. This dude is just a real he's a real angel, right? He's a real angel within crypto. He wants the whole space to succeed. That's wild. I wonder if BNB dumps because of that.
Dude, this was the craziest swap sell I've ever seen on Sol. This yesterday. For like 8 hours. Just nuked. Look at
Dude,
that.
the soul structure, we talked about this weeks ago, but like that log soul trend line.
Oh yeah, no, hang on. Let me go weekly.
We talked about this weeks ago. And I said this might be the most concerning part of this market right now is the fact that your L1 leader of this cycle has a log trend line that goes down to the Schmiko bear market wick low. I mean, that's horrific right there.
Yeah.
And by the way, I've seen these log trend lines give before, and then like they don't really matter. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I don't know. Like I don't like how well it's been respected. You know, like the fact that it was respected in 2023, you know, and then we didn't touch it until 2025, but we've been riding it all year, and then we just lose it. I don't know.
I mean, can you imagine if the asset class just did what it always does every 4 years? I mean,
I've said this before. I have been pretty firmly in the camp that the 4-year cycle is a meme since last year, but I really don't like how consensus that's becoming.
there's another one though. You could. It's a little more subjective on the weekly, or on the linear, but I could kind of draw this. However, not really a good one. But yeah, no, I saw Don Alt posting this chart of just like
He's been doing the Lord's work in Fudding Soul.
he's like, dude, this is the most bearish high time frame chart you ever seen.
Invert the Soul chart, Tucker.
So okay, do that first. But I do want to. Oh
God.
God, that looks. But one thing I do want to point out is if you go to the Soul market cap chart, it paints a much different picture, which I think we should also acknowledge that. To be fair,
Let's do
it
that.
doesn't look nearly as bad. It looks bearish, but it doesn't look nearly as bad.
Is there a trend line on the market cap one or no?
Of course.
It looks that bad inverted.
But I'm saying like the fact that you're still above, you know, like your last cycle support, you know, like if you were to draw those Don Alt horizontals that you were replicating or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was.
It doesn't look as bad.
One.
It doesn't look as bad yet. Okay.
Yeah. True.
They're gonna make me bear post for engagement on X.com. Yesterday in the call, I joked about how I didn't have anything nice to say about Solana, so I just moved on.
Just moved on.
I think that's the golden rule we're all taught as children, right? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Your mom would be proud, Tommy.
A lion, it's a cat now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, I can't believe that PopCat scam. What do you guys think about Hyperliquid here?
The exchange or the token price?
I mean, you can talk about the exchange if you want to, but mainly the token price.
What is it? What did you say?
Hyperliquid.
Dude, God damn it! What's the best?
KuCoin.
Okay, all right. Let's.
You're just inverted. There you go. So here's my thoughts on it. If Bitcoin and ETH do break down, there is nowhere to run and hide, in my opinion. Like I certainly don't think you're going to be able to find insulation or protection from any altcoin. I think some will hold up better than others. But I look at the hype structure here and I mean turn off candles. Let's just go to line chart and like cut out some of the noise, Tucker. You'd be such a gentleman and a scholar. Maybe go to like the 6 hour just so we can get a little bit more history, then zoom back out. So like I look at this and I'm like, yeah, that looks a little shouldery in the context and the setting of Bitcoin, if it does break down, we'll look back on that trend and be like, yeah, it was a very clear, like, upward ascending channel. And we basically built a shoulder all of October and November, and then we dropped back down to like $16 or something. But again, it has to be set in the context of Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Like if Bitcoin and ETH hold up here, then this becomes a very bullish structure. Like I just think it depends what majors do, right? But I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like I could see it in a way kind of going both ways, but it really depends on what Bitcoin does here. So if Bitcoin holds, this thing's going triple digits quick.
Yeah.
Bitcoin breaks down. I mean, I see some demand sitting in the teens, but
Yeah, it's definitely in the teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm viewing this increasingly more as distribution. Shocking, I know, but I don't know. I guess we could be forming like a double bottom within the context of the last month. But I think that's really kind of like the only bull case that I can concoct from a technical standpoint, right? Fundamentally, it's very easy to come up with a bull case for Hyperliquid, which is exactly why if the market is going to reverse out of this dip that we've been in, that Hyperliquid is going to be one of the top outperformers. But yeah, I really don't love the rejection that we had close to 50 at the end of last month. That was, we didn't break the high, the complacency shoulder high at like 51, which would have signaled a market structure break, even if you retraced, which we did. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the structure. I'm pretty sure Flood is selling some Hyperliquid right now, but I can't confirm that.
I saw those tweets or whatever. Yeah. It's the middle finger pattern for sure.
I also think, breaking out above 50 is a pretty clear long signal on Hyperliquid, like ape long.
Sure.
I would think. Maybe you like chop and grind higher still, but if we're trading above $50 on Hype, to me, that's a very bullish signal.
Yeah, let me go back to candles. I mean, it's definitely strong relative to the rest of the market, I think, but I guess I don't really. Hang on. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, it's still strong versus Bitcoin.
I mean, it's either strong against Bitcoin and Bitcoin holds, or that's like the middle finger pattern. So it's like, I don't even know if there's any real signal in like looking at it. I think you just need to determine whether Bitcoin's going to hold here or not. Bitcoin holds, this thing rips. Bitcoin doesn't hold. But I could say that about anything. I'm not picking on Hype, to be clear. It's like literally the same thing could be said about most altcoins here. So
what do you guys think about BNB here?
Damn, we didn't quite get 1050. I was gonna potentially. Oh wait, that's kind of what I was looking for, actually. No, it was this. I was looking for 1050 to maybe short BNB, but this behavior is pretty typical of a downtrend, of coming back straight into one of these wicks, topping right at it, and then setting a lower low. Like that is.
I mean, BNB just had like a parabola and it just broke,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Nah.
Nah.
Just nah. I don't have anything to say, but nah.
Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty clean representation of the downtrend, honestly, or the weakness that we've seen. I don't know quite how, it's going to take time, I think, for BNB to pull up from this, but it doesn't have to mean that it's completely over for the ticker either. But you don't love to see that. I really don't want to see BNB lose that wick, the 1010 wick, because I've been saying this in the Discord. If you have BNB, which is basically like the barometer for altcoin strength at this point, lose the 1010 wick, what does that imply for pretty much every other altcoin that has not yet filled the 1010 wick?
He's back.
He's back.
He's back. Ignore at your own risk. Well, okay, so what else has ETH lost the 1010 wick? Sol lost the 1010 wick, which I think is important. Hype obviously hasn't. BNB hasn't, but
I feel like most alts have not traded below their 1010 wick, right?
Sol and ETH both have, and they actually rejected from it.
That's right.
Which is,
Sol did it first.
Yeah, Sol did it first, but what's another good one? Like Link, not even close.
The higher beta hasn't.
Yeah. Because the wicks were obscene, but
we got 2 maxes.
Adam has definitely not, because its wick went to 0. Are they still pumping Uni? No.
No. Are they pumping Trump?
No. Oh, actually, they're doing the opposite.
Doesn't look the worst, though. I think I kind of think that's worth keeping an eye on. Would you really be surprised if they ran like a Trump treasury company?
Not at all.
Neither would I.
Dude, that is the last thing anybody needs. Trump coin treasury company.
What do you mean?
Yeah, let me hold some Trump for my business. Like, oh my goodness, man.
We looked at Zcash yet?
Nope. I saw XO pummeling it though.
Yeah, he was trying to pull a Matic on it. He has been pummeling. I think he closed a lot into 380 or 400 or something, but maybe not yet.
Yeah, I think it needs to clear like 500 for another push.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I really wouldn't want to like step in and try and catch a knife. This is low key the first trend break that it's had, I think, since the trend began.
I would agree. Like that big drop down from 700 or whatever, that needed to result in a new high, and it got stuffed. So yeah, like that. That's in my view, that's your first potential shift of structure. I say potential, but
there's some moving averages it's run into. Yeah,
this pump made some very, very cocky individuals. I will say that.
What does Monero look like?
John Brown likes it.
I've said for a while, man, I think Monero is just going to be like kind of something that grinds up slowly over time rather than having a parabolic impulse. It's just way too hard to buy, which I think is bullish, but
hang on, let me get the full history. Looks good.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the silver chart, kind of.
Yes. Pretty wild looking
Man,
item.
silver going for new highs. Is gold doing the same thing?
I think gold is pumping today. Yeah.
It is pumping. What was the other chart? SPX over BTC market caps. Is this right? Is this accurate?
For SPX Bitcoin.
Yeah. Max, is this what you were looking at?
Yes, but mine was a lot lower time frame. I was on like the maybe daily or 12-hour or something. So addressing the portrait mode comments I see on like X and stuff, we didn't try to do this. I think it was like an update to the platform we use to stream. We can turn it off tomorrow, but like midstream we can't modify it. So there is still the normal landscape mode. I pinned it on YouTube. So like if you're on YouTube and you look at the comments, or just go to our YouTube channel and you'll see there's 2 streams today. Just click on the other one if you don't like the one that you're on.
What if they don't like either?
Then we're going to look at soybeans.
Amen.
Dude, I think I only liked one of them. Yeah, there we go.
Man.
I worry about the, so I look at it the opposite way usually, like Bitcoin SPX. I just look at that and I say, it just looks like a controlled downtrend at the moment, right? And I'm not suggesting it has to like nuke or anything like that. I'm just like, this is not looking like something that's about to immediately turn around. I'd be more than happy for it to do just that. But when I look at this chart, it just kind of looks like a local distribution that is waiting to carve out some bottom lower. And that concerns me because like Bitcoin doesn't go up typically when this chart is moving down.
Kind of looks like BTC. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, I was looking at ETH BTC the other day, or actually today. Even the last few days, like ETH BTC has been going up while prices have been going down, which I don't really like. ETH has been stronger than Bitcoin in this local range, which is odd to me.
Sorry, I think we missed a super chat. Someone said something. Well, I guess I don't know, right? I don't know what you should do. I don't know how much of it you hold. I don't know when you necessarily bought. Addressing the second part, should I give up? No, I would not give up. But to address the question, like I would first determine, like, do you think that majors being Bitcoin and ETH are going to rally again either this quarter or next quarter? If you don't think that Bitcoin and ETH will go on to rally and make new highs, then you should just sell everything, not Brett specific, right? But if you think that there's a chance that we can get a risk rally or risk on rally in crypto into November, second half of November, December, January, February, March, something like that, then selling a meme coin that's down, 90 to 95% from its all-time high is, in a risk-on environment, the worst possible thing you could do. But I guess I can't really answer the question more than that. You should not give up, and you should just contextualize it within what majors are doing. If majors are going to go up again, then do not sell your shit coins. If majors are cooked and never going up again, then sell your shit coins. But that's kind of all that I can offer in that regard.
Crypto will never pump again.
Well, something else interesting is that I've been looking at is IBIT and ETH. So this is quite interesting. Okay. So this low for Bitcoin right here that we swept is this low on eBay, which is far away, obviously. Which I don't really know what to make of that, like, because the ETH treasury company has really been that much stronger than Bitcoin. Like, there is seemingly a pretty large mispricing here. And I don't know if it's necessarily a catch-up trade because Bitcoin would have to or IBIT would have to come down here probably to get this level on ETH. But
well, I mean, it's really just the ETH BTC strength during that time, right? Make a pair chart out of the ETFs, right? Do ETH paired against IBIT, see what that looks like. It just looks like ETH BTC. So it's like,
yeah.
If we retrace that pump, then yeah, you're going to see. If we retrace the ETH pump to kind of like the parity of the IBIT chart, taking out the same low.
Yeah, it's all strange to me because you've had Bitcoin dominance. I guess it's been going up just locally here, but you usually don't see ETH strong against Bitcoin in a downtrend. Like this was when the top of ETH BTC started happening, right? But I guess it's still been in a downtrend. I don't know. I guess it was just super this little move in Bitcoin was a huge outperformance in ETH BTC. It just feels like this was not enough. Like this doesn't feel like enough. Like it feels like with Bitcoin back to where it started, like ETH BTC should be down here, right? Which is, I don't know if that's bullish or bearish, but there seems to be some sort of.
You're telling me the structure below us on ETH is quite thin.
For sure thin. Like this is for sure thin. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's bullish. I don't know. All you can say is relative strength, I guess.
What does ETH? Okay, what does ETH BTC look like then? Because this is something I've kind of been asking myself. Are we going to see ETH BTC and Bitcoin dominance as an extension retest? That cyclical. We'll call it the low for ETH Bitcoin and the highs for Bitcoin dominance. I don't know if I quite see us going all the way back down there for alts against Bitcoin, but I would say my original bias before the summer rally that we had was that we were likely to see some form of double bottom on ETH BTC. So I think that could make sense to me. Obviously, shouldn't go below the low. That's a very important one given how quickly ETH BTC and specifically ETH dominance moved off the low earlier this summer. But I don't think you can rule out another test of kind of around that territory before we do end up, seeing that altcoin outperformance again. But I don't think we're far away from having like a multi-year uptrend on alt BTC, because a lot of people have already pointed it out. Alts have effectively been in a bear market for the last, I mean, I would even say the last almost 2 years, quite frankly. It really kind of started, I think, last April, more so than it did after the Trump pump. But by last April, like 2024. I think very close to the top on Bitcoin outperformance. We've probably already hit it, but if we're talking about like locally making another stab, I think that's possible.
You think dominance up?
Thank you, Big Sal.
You think dominance up from here, Tommy?
Yeah, I do.
He's crazy, man.
Let me ASMR talk to you, Big Sal.
I think Tommy's super frozen. Oh, wait. Oh, he looks good now. No, we're good.
I mean, this is literally the reason that I took the Bitcoin short rather than shorting ETH. Like, because even as like counterintuitive as that is, like, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin nuked harder this morning. I mean, it's down 3.5. What's ETH down? Actually, it might be down more from the top. Okay, ETH is down 5.75. But either way, I did that because ETH BTC has been so strong, which I guess clearly looking at it now is probably a mistake. Should have just shorted ETH, but I don't know, dude. It's like pretty close. It's like pretty in line, which you would expect ETH to be at least twice as reflexive to the downside as Bitcoin. But
all right, let's do this here, okay? So some of you guys can't see Big Sal, okay? Big Sal is our quant. Big Sal is only on X, okay? So he's been telling us that he has the secret ultimate alpha. Been multiple comments, okay? So he's been posting it on X. So let me find it, okay? And we will pull up what the super ultra secret chart is, okay? So wow. That is,
let's see it.
I mean, that changes everything. Okay. All right, let me get it on my screen here. So this is from Big Sal. He posted this on our X account, okay? And I see now why he's been bugging me to share it. This is, yep. This is everything right here. This is his chart.
Okay.
There it is.
It's a lot of numbers.
Yep. I'll pull up some more of his comments here. I don't think he likes you very much, Tommy.
Apparently not.
You
guys know that 50 Cent meme where he's like, "Fuck me, why fuck me?"
Yeah. Here you go. I'm spoon feeding it to you, and you guys refuse to even look at it. Okay. You guys can't seem to comprehend that 2017 is repeating, but a super cycle that began in 2018 and is still replicating. Okay.
Okay.
Post it on your screen and discuss it. Tell me how I'm not spot on. Why can't you just look at it, Max? I'm the only person showing you the goods. Okay. Snorlax is a lost cause. Tucker, I got faith in you, bro. Max is a fence sitter. Tucker, just look at what I sent to the comment section and you'll grasp it. So this is kind of what we've been seeing here. So Big Sal, I do have now. This is the chart that you sent. What do we think, guys? I mean, is it everything and more?
Yeah, clearly. I just where are we on this chart, Big Sal?
If you can't clearly see where we're at, that's a skill issue.
Yeah, I figured.
Clearly the 420p phone resolution chart with hand-drawn numbers should be clear to you, Tucker. Okay? Skill issue.
Sal should be running BB comms.
We could make that happen.
Yeah, they could.
I don't really. All right, let me see if I can make this look visible somehow. Bitcoin USD. Okay. I think what Big Sal is trying to say is that we're here, if I'm not mistaken.
Where?
I don't know. Somewhere like this would maybe be here.
You said log, not linear. Are you
This is
in log?
log. Both are in log.
Okay. Nope, not even close, he says.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about then, bro. 2017 on top, 2018 to present day. Dude, I don't understand what you're. That's the best I can do, bro. I don't know. Oh, the top chart you sent was others 2017. Okay. Okay, there's others 2017. Dude, I don't get it.
You wouldn't.
I don't. I'm trying to get it. I don't get it. How do you not understand that? It's unreal that you guys can't comprehend it, bro. I don't follow. I don't know. Sorry, we tried. We're not smart enough. Tucker, back to you.
Okay. All right. Do we want to get super local here?
Let's get local.
Let's get local. Okay.
Let's get local.
Get local. I think you could potentially retest this. I know a lot of people wanted these lows swept. We're going to close a 6 hour and 30 minutes, which it could end up looking like a sweep. But I think you've just given yourself a lot of work to do to the upside. I would be looking for something like this. I mean, they probably try to bounce it from here. If they don't, that's even more bearish, honestly. But I think you get like close to 103 here soon.
And then Tucker, when we get close to 103, does everyone start screaming, "We're back"?
Probably, yeah.
And everybody bought the low.
Yeah, sweep of the lows. Bears are cooked, and then.
Hang on,
If you
whoa. Is
if
this?
you
Are you
bear
filling
at
out a
the
form
bottom
right now?
today- If you were bearish at the bottom today, Tucker, you're not very good at this.
I mean, here's the form we filled out this morning. We filled out a form right here at 104.1. Right about here.
Okay. But I'm asking, are you filling out another form live on the show? Because last time you did, I think it worked out pretty well.
It did. I mean, the TPs were egregious. The TPs were like 2K, so that was not really real. But the entries were nice. So yeah, I'm gonna fill out this form real quick. I don't really know where you put your stop loss. It'd really be something like this, honestly. But Yeah. I'm not
Wow.
gonna
So this is are you just drawing, or is this officially a form that you filled out?
I mean, I'm kind of just drawing. Okay, wait. This needs to be addressed. Okay. The McRib back thing is not real, and not for the obvious reason that it's hilarious, because actually normally I would get on board with something like that. But the date cherry picking of the McRib coming back is egregious. Okay. I went and actually looked at every time they brought the McRib back, which has actually been like almost once a year for the last 10 years. Um, it's every year in November, basically. So they brought it back at the top in 2021, they brought it back at the top in 2017. So the cherry picking is wild with that chart. So
Yeah.
I want to put that out there.
Yeah.
If anything, it's bearish. Okay, so I don't know why. Normally, I would love an indicator like that, honestly. But
Have you had Italian McDonald's, Tucker? That's the real question.
no, I haven't. I was there. I didn't have McDonald's, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about this form?
I mean, it looks good to me. Maybe we get a bounce, maybe we don't. I just think in general you need to see the downtrend get broken, man, to assume that the behavior is going to change. You know, if we just kind of look at the way I would say, like, in hindsight, Bitcoin has actually traded very cleanly within this structure over the last 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
We continue to protect highs, then we make lower lows.
Yeah, I think if you flip 107, 108, throw your bearishness out the window, honestly.
I think it's pretty clear. You get back above that black line, then we can start talking about higher prices. But while we're below it, there's just nothing down here. You know, we're just floating.
Yeah. Don't love floating.
Well, you're short, so you probably do like floating.
Currently, locally.
He's a local floater.
Local. We're getting local today.
Yeah, let's get local. I come on YouTube and I get local with my boys on a Wednesday. Some guys truly have it all.
Yeah. Like, I think you get a bounce from here, but I don't think there's any way you don't come back for these.
I mean, at this point, just look at the weekly chart, bro. Let's get high time frame.
Okay, let's get a high time frame.
I'm just like, what do you expect to have happen from here?
Yeah.
Like, fix this.
And like, I'm sure it definitely did. I remember, actually, like, it looked really bad. Like, right here.
But I would actually argue our structure now looks worse.
I agree. Because you close weeklies below.
Well, and you never took out the highs there.
Yeah, you never swept all the highs right here. Like, this was kind of your final sweep, and then they just sold it.
Yeah.
Obviously it looked bad right here. That didn't
look terrible.
That looked really bad.
It looks so bad. But then they fixed it. As long as you fix it, then let's just get super bullish, but fix it first.
And at the end of the day, you could have just aped back in at like 93 and caught the move all the way up to like
You didn't even need to wait there, bro. Because see, after that ugly red weekly candle you highlighted,
Yeah,
when you engulf that one, that's absorption. You just buy back as soon as you engulf the breakdown candle, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at where we're at right now, you can clearly see the breakdown candle. Like it's the previous week candle. So like you retrace that candle, no breakdown. Then we have absorption.
I mean, that's really like 110 though, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, ideally you'd retrace the full one, but I think just given that there's like the range low at 108, that's plenty, right? 108, 109.
Yeah.
Just fix that. Fix the structure, and we're good.
Do we want to look at some oscillators?
Honestly, altcoins, I think, paint a more grisly picture than Bitcoin. I mean, they have all cycle, but like Sol and ETH look just horrendous, in a way that I don't really think they looked in 2024.
Tucker, what are you trying to show us here, bro? What are you trying to suggest?
I just want to pull up some high time frame oscillators. 2 week, monthly, weekly. What you really don't want to see is this thing go below 0.
Oh,
That goes below 0. It's already had a bearish cross, but like once it goes below 0, it's like that's short the rip, right? That's full cross territory. So
why do they all look so bad, bro?
yeah, they look really bad.
Like, find me something bullish right now, please. Just show,
All right,
manipulate it. Show me something that's bullish.
manipulate.
Lie to me right now.
You're gonna have to look at stocks if you want to see something bullish, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, let me clarify. I
bottom.
want something bullish crypto.
Triple bottom, guys. Triple bottom. Come on now. You guys don't see it?
You didn't see the 10-day time frame triple bottom on the RSI?
You fool.
You fool. You are not going to make it.
That's some kind of hidden something.
I don't know.
It's a hidden something, all right.
It's a hidden bull or hidden bear. I actually don't know which. I'm not sure how I call myself a trader, and I don't know. But is it a hidden bull, Sosa? I'm pretty sure it's hidden something. But I mean, also, you've got a pretty substantial bear, straight up bear div.
Can you imagine how glorious a reclaim of 108 would be? Oh my goodness.
It would be glorious.
It would be so glorious. The vibes would be immaculate back above 108. Everybody would be so optimistic about the future.
Mm-hmm. I mean, RSI, to be fair, RSI on like 5-day, 10-day, weekly is all at the same level as bottom before. So, but you do have these huge bear divs. So, like for me, I would wait for this. Honestly. But it could bottom here. It could bottom here. You could get like one of these. Let me delete the other one.
Getting a nice little buyback here locally.
You could do that. Stop staring at charts and go outside. Love to.
Yeah, my only issue is I live in a state and it's really cold here already, so
Amen.
it's time to just get seasonally depressed and stare at the screen all day. At least the market looks really good.
Is IWM going to do it, or?
Never below 1013 again. Ever.
Oh, they're bouncing it. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Fill out the sheet, Tucker.
Huh?
Fill out the sheet.
Fill out sheet.
Fill out the form.
Intraday form. Fill it out right now.
Where was the intraday form? All right, now let's drop it down.
I give up. You guys are lost. Thank you, Sal. Sal, we tried, man. We'll try again later. We tried. We couldn't figure it out.
I think people care way too much about moving averages, man. Like, I had not heard about the 50-week MA until last week, and now everybody is citing that as a reason why the market has to bottom, or the death cross. I don't care about these things, man.
I did see a lot of talk about the 50-week moving average, man. Like a lot.
I had never heard of that until like a week ago.
Well, I think it was everybody feeling scared, and then someone was like, "Oh, look at the 50-week," and then everyone's like, "Oh, we're safe because like this moving average is here." You know, they all kind of just jumped onto it, and it's like their new favorite. Yeah,
there it is.
I mean, it kind of looks like we're below it, no?
Okay, so what's it at? It's at 1031 right now.
So are we bearish then? If
I mean, you haven't closed the weekly, but if you close this week below this, I think it'd be hard to find the bullish argument. There is the whole death cross thing, which you do usually get a bounce. That's true. But I don't really care about the death cross per se. Yeah, weekly close below here. It's bearish.
Remember when the market had never gone below the 200-week moving average for like 3 cycles, and then it nuked 50% right after it did that?
Yeah.
it's
not something that I trade off of.
Are you trying to say that moving averages are not support and resistance?
Tommy, yes, they are.
They're not.
Tommy.
They're not.
I can't have this discussion today.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm too tired for that.
I'm too tired, man. I'm not up for it. Whatever my counterparty in my opposition says, fine, you win. You can have it. I have no fight in me today. I used to know a girl named Fibonacci. What a comment that is. That's a good tweet. Might tweet that one out later. Take all the credit for it. Get engagement. I don't really tweet anymore.
I'm definitely not a moving average hater. I trade with them, but I just think people use them incorrectly.
I'm a fan of the ribbon to trend trade.
Yeah.
This is the 365-day rolling VWAP. So, which is sitting at 99.6. 99.6.
Who wants to see what's below it? Anybody?
We going spelunking?
Justin Sun is below it.
Mega Quake is below it.
Mega Quake is below.
Up. Justin Sun.
Yeah, hang on.
Looking back, there were some concerning things this cycle.
Justin Sun being on Forbes.
Yeah, that was pretty concerning.
Still really funny to me that happened.
Here.
He's below.
He's down here. Yeah.
His Excellency.
Dude,
Dude, is he real? Has anyone ever seen him in person?
We're going to bounce right off the top of his head.
Like, really think about it.
Is this a real person?
Are we
Yeah,
sure?
like he's not real, right? Like no one's ever met the guy. You know, that's clearly a fake picture.
He's just a CZ alt.
That would
Yeah,
be
he could be a
crazy.
CZ alt, or maybe he's like he's like a mascot to the industry. Like they created him. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I don't think he's real. Look at that picture. Like zoom in on his face. Like that's not real.
Well, this is probably. No, this is not AI. I don't think.
Man's literally went to space, and see that's how I know he's not real. Because like, I mean, Tucker, help me out here. Like, he went where?
He went to a pool in Houston, aka the ISS.
Oh man.
Bobbed around for a little bit.
Study buoyancy.
Study density, magnetism, and buoyancy.
I bet Justin's son found a bunch of dinosaur bones too. Probably what you'll tell me next.
For sure. What was the other one? Look at Bitcoin JPY. So I saw this is Bitcoin JPY. Looks pretty much the same. But I saw some dude tweeting that was like, stop pairing Bitcoin against other currencies. It's completely useless.
Nah, the Bitcoin JPY has sneaky alpha, bro. Sneaky alpha.
I don't know.
Allow me to just share with you some of the sneaky alpha.
All right.
Let's travel back in time to March of 2024. Zoom in a little bit, go to like the 3-day or the daily time frame or something.
3-day?
Either 1 day to 2 day to 3 day, something like that. Go back to Q1 2024. Okay. Look at how we actually deviated that high before nuking August 5th.
This one?
See that? Yep. On the USD chart, we did not put in a deviation of the high. It was not distributive. But if you were looking at Bitcoin JPY, you would have seen, oh, it actually was very distributive. We did sweep that high and reject, right? Furthermore, draw a line. Don't wait. Okay, right there. Draw a horizontal line from the high of the ETF pump all the way across. You have to zoom out. Yeah, right there. Perfect retest. On the USD chart, we did not have a perfect retest. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. Front ran it by like $1.
$1. I mean, that's
front ran it by $1.
I mean, this is pretty good though.
No, it's not. We front ran it. Your line's too thick. There you go. Front ran it. JPY, perfect tag.
I mean, that's your support though, from being real. Like that is your support.
No, dude, your support's right there.
All right, you have support 1, support 2.
There's equal lows at like $3.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
We can find some more. Oh,
But you're not a $3 equal low enjoyer, Max.
I see some at 9,800.
I mean, dude, why stop there? I mean,
clearly it's.
And also, by the way, if you Elliot fades, dangerous. If you go back to Bitcoin JPY,
There we go.
If you go back to Bitcoin JPY,
Yeah.
It's absolutely true, by the way.
zoom in and look at the current structure. Okay, zoom in there. Draw your range low on this chart, Tucker.
Like from the whole thing,
Put-
or what?
Yeah, put a line chart on. You know how we've been doing line chart versus candle, saying that the wick is not range low?
Yeah.
Draw range low on the Bitcoin JPY chart.
Let me
right there,
It's
right?
probably this high. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, if you look at it on the USD chart, we are like this range low is much more attainable.
Let's compare.
Apparently, you don't watch 10-minute max videos, Tucker.
Sometimes.
It's fine. I don't watch your videos either, but I always like them.
I'm gonna put one out today. I don't really know what I'm gonna do it on though.
Do it on Big Sal.
Actually, wait. Do it on Big Sal. Okay, so
Zoom in and look at your local range low. Like zoom. Yeah, that's the topping structure. So draw your range low right there now on the USD chart. It's like right there.
yeah, like right.
You see the difference in how they're trading?
Basically there.
Right. So
Yeah.
Bitcoin JPY has a different range low than Bitcoin USD.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter? I don't know. We'll find out. But all I'm saying is that this cycle, there has been some alpha in acknowledging the Bitcoin JPY pair.
I will not be flipping bullish when BTC JPY flips the range. USD does not.
Okay, fine. I agree with you there. I think they both matter, but I don't think it's insignificant, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Because that's just a few. I mean, I don't really know what. It's like 2% higher, 1.5% higher, and you actually like got a little bounce off of it, lower high. Cooked.
Yeah.
But
all right, that's the end of the show. Tommy, do us the honor, brother.
All right, guys, that's a good spot for us to wrap up. We hope you enjoyed the stream today. I felt like we covered a lot of relevant topics. As always, a reminder, if you did enjoy the stream, you want to watch it again, the best times to catch us. We are live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Whenever the New York Stock Exchange is open, or we typically start this show around 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow to see exactly what happens with the market. But until then, that's when you can catch us again. Also, make sure to check out Market Talk, hosted by the legendary King Wabi. That is an X Spaces hosted through Wabi's account, as well as the Because Bitcoin account. So make sure to stay following and subscribed to those accounts so you can be notified, not just when we schedule those spaces ahead of time, but of course also when we go live. Lastly, if you're looking for products that can provide you with an edge in this market, most notably recently, I feel like that has been lower time frame trading. There's been a ton of volatility if you're looking for signals based on hourly readings around Max's Volume Fusion Pro. Check out our Volume Fusion Pro Discord. We have strategies for some of your favorite tickers, Solana, Doge, and Pepe as well. So all you have to do is go to, I'm sure we have it linked below the video, but sign up for our Blowfin, or sign up for Blowfin using our referral link, and you'll be given access to these strategies. But yeah, guys, that's it from us today. We hope you enjoyed the show. Hopefully you stay safe. This is a market that has a lot of lower time frame volatility and hopefully more certainty soon. But thank you again for tuning in. And of course, stay safe.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. BB Terminal.